So today we're going to be talking about the backhand throw while playing frisbee. So I'm going to be demonstrating with my right hand because that's the hand I throw with. So first I want to take a look at the design of the frisbee. As you can see here, on the outside of the frisbee, or the top of the disc, there are ridges. This disc, notice, is level on the top. We have about 6 ridges. I have another type of frisbee here. Has kind of like 2 layers, but this bottom ridge is where we want to line up our thumb, and this has 3 ridges. But either way, you can still feel the ridges with your thumb when you're throwing the disc. So for proper hand placement, you're going to start with the disc in the opposite hand of which you throw. I'm going to use my left hand to place the disc firmly into my right palm. I'm then going to line up my thumb against the ridges. My index finger is going to go on top or on the side of the disc, so when I throw. So right now we have our thumb and our index finger, and then our remaining 3 fingers are going to be underneath the disc. Our middle finger is going to be pushed a little bit more towards the center to help with the spin. So we firmly place it into our palm, line up our thumb, index finger, and our remaining 3. So that is our hand placement. Okay, so when we go to throw our frisbee, remember we line up our hands like we practiced. Our thumb is on the ridges, our index finger is on the edge, and our remaining 3 fingers are underneath. So we want to keep our wrist strong and level when we throw. So we're going to curl our frisbee into our belly button. We're going to step with the same foot that we're throwing with. So I'm throwing with my right hand, I'm stepping with my right foot. So I'm curling, I'm stepping, and then I'm uncurling my wrist. When I uncurl, I want to flick my wrist nice and strong and level so I have a straight throw to my target or my partner. So this is what it should look like. We're going to curl in, we're going to step, I'm looking towards my partner, and I'm going to throw. Now notice that wasn't the most level, so I'm going to practice again because practice makes perfect, and not every throw will be perfect. So I'm going to step, curl in, and throw. Okay? So sometimes people might think more arm movement will result in a more powerful throw. But that's not true. With frisbee, we want our arm and our body to be in control. So we don't want our frisbee throws to look something like this, where I'm launching my arm and my body is way open when I throw. Now notice, my frisbee landed about 10 feet from where I started because it curved back towards me. So when we throw, we're curling in, we're curling out with a flick of the wrist. Okay? So it's always in control, we're not rushed, and we're throwing deliberately to our partner or our target. So when we catch the frisbee, there are multiple ways to catch. As we've already gone over, there is the pancake or the alligator catch, but sometimes that's not the best catch. Say the frisbee is coming in above your head. So when we catch the frisbee over our head, there's a leading edge that's coming toward us, and we can use a 2-hand grip on the side of the frisbee to grip it and catch it, and we want to bring it into us. Okay, so we're using both hands on both sides. You're grabbing it like a sandwich, and you're bringing it into your body. So it's overhead. We recognize that. We use both hands, and we bring it into our body. Okay, so this is how it should look like. So if the frisbee is coming over our head, we recognize that. We use both hands to grip it tightly. So this can also be used when the frisbee is coming in low, except notice my hands rotate. So when it's overhead, my thumbs are facing towards my body, but when it comes in low, my thumbs are going to be facing away from me. The same concept, 2 hands grasp the edges of the frisbee to catch it and bring it in under control. So one more time. Up and overhead. Okay? Low, I'm down here, my thumbs are on top, my hands are on the side of the frisbee. So last time, it's overhead, I recognize that, I extend my arms, I use both hands to catch on both sides of the frisbee.